of one of the candidates of Miss Manila 2023, Hanna Cruz, representing Sampaloc, Manila. So as far as we know, no, from what we heard yesterday during the press presentation, Hanna is a magna cum laude graduate from UP Diliman, UP Manila rather, and she has had her thesis, undergraduate thesis representing about the pageant industry. It's been published internationally and has made to be a reference in terms of pageantry. So we'll get to know more about her. Ready your cameras, pageant media friends, and we're ready now to meet our representative from Sampaloc, Manila, Hanna Cruz.
Copyrighted dyan.
Serving your aura on your clear camera. Hanna Cruz from Sampaloc, Manila.
Kanino yan? Ako nagapit. Kanino yan?
We're live on some of our Facebook, YouTube
Kanino to?
accounts.
Sa'yo? Gagamitin ko sa ano.
And welcome to the meet and greet event of Hanna Cruz, a representative from Sampaloc. Kind of nice to greet her. Yes.
Hello, good evening everyone! I'm so grateful that there's so many of you who wanted to really get to know me and I get to share my experience for Miss Manila. So I'm so grateful. Once again, I'm Hanna, and I'm representing where great minds are molded in Manila, also known as the University Belt, the district of Sampaloc. So back in 2019, I've already wanted to be Miss Manila. I was already gearing up for this pageant, but unfortunately, the pageant did not push through that year. So I'm so grateful that I get this second chance to pursue my dream, that pre-pandemic dream of mine, 4 years later. So I graduated from the University of the Philippines, Manila, and finished magna cum laude, and I was a writer, the former editor-in-chief of the UP Manila Annual Publication, and a former president of an all-female organization that empowers women through artistry, femininity, and art. Right now, I work as a research expert in one of the biggest telecommunication companies in the Philippines. And I believe that I have what it takes to be Miss Manila 2023 because I have the wow factor that they're looking for, the woman of worth factor, ready to champion important causes for the Manileños, most especially the promotion of our rich culture and tourism here in Manila. Once again, I'm Hanna Cruz, representing Sampaloc.
Now there's kind of our moments from our Sampaloc, Manila. Videos and photos will be captured by our friends from TikTok, Facebook pages, Savoy Hotel last night.
Hanna here. Hanna. Nakaway naman dyan.
Sakay dito.
Alright, we'll have more in a while, but at this point, you can take a seat, Hannah. At this point, of course, we'd like to hear from Hannah's parents in terms of, their message of Hannah and how they have seen her pageant journey since she started. Would maybe call on Mr. and Mrs. Cruz for just a short message for Hannah.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for spending your Saturday night. Thank you very much to all of you for spending your Sunday night with us. It's really an honor because some of you nakikita ko lang sa TikTok and sabi nga ni Hanna, it was fun girling dahil makikita niya live in person yung mga tao. Tinitingala niya sa social media and sa kahit sa media na din. Hanna just like is a writer. So she looks up to the people that remember the media. Hanna was a writer, even she was in the elementary days and honestly, Hanna was a champion in news writing when she was in high school, but she was in Korea sa Manila.
Dasma.
Back-to-back champion siya sa news writing sa Deaf and Contest. And when she was in college, community niya pa sa that, so she was chosen as editor in chief of Manila Publication. And we're very, very honored and this is now was published in India and it's about the Philippine pageantry, how it affects the contestants, the literal science and making niya, yung bang tinest niya kung paano nababash, kung paano nag-measure yung effects sa mental fortitude ng mga contestants. It was really a very good material, so if you have time, you can download it.
Yes.
It's not being English as a reference ng mga pageantry. So, Hanna started her journey when she was 13. Hindi namin talaga inisip ko kasi Hanna was a very sharp girl when she was in elementary days. But really, nabubuli siya noon when she was young. Pero nagbakasyon kasi kami sa province of Batangas. Medyo mataas siya, so she was invited by one of my cousin na member ng LGBT. So, hindi ko alam, was really hurt din para. When she was young, naglalakad siya sa hallway namin, naglalakad siya ng mga cafe, she was waiting for imaginary stars. When she was 13, she joined her very first pageant. Tapos Miss Miss si Hanna Batangas. She got the crown. 7 months after, yung pinitang ko na yung sa naging mga pageant niya, tinatawag na yung USA, sa tapos si age 2 pageant. She was the youngest contestant born in Miss Batangas. After that, sumali siya sa Batangas, sa festival team, then sa Mutya ng Batangas, and even in New Manila, she was also, she finished second runner-up as Miss Manila. And then, in 2019, she was encouraged by Victor Rothschild, nag-train na siya na sa cricket, to join Miss Manila, na-appointed so, she was redirected to Miss World. And we're very happy na she's going back to the first three of families. So once again, thank you so much for spending your Sunday night.
Thank you, of course, Daddy. Like to hear from his
Well, gaya nung sinabi ni Manila Mayor, kanina po na opening ceremony, ang gusto ko rin sabihin sa'yo, gusto ko na i-enjoy mo lang itong journey na ito. Mahalaga po ang loob mo. Alam mo naman na hindi lang kami, mga magulang mo, sumusuporta sa'yo. Nandiyan ang anak natin, kaibigan na sumusuporta sa'yo. Kaya, basta mahalaga po. So, matalo o manalo tayo dito sa Miss Manila. Ang mahalaga, lalabas tayo ng taas ang noo sa Metropolitan Theater sa June 20. Hindi ko nagtatanong, pareho kaming classroom ni Mrs. Hindi nga lang namin nagamit sa aming mga trabaho. Kaya, nare-recognize namin yung
So wala ka sa 23.
lahat dito. Kaya maraming salamat sa pagpunta niyo dito. Alam namin na napakalaking tulong ang may bibigay mo suporta ninyo para sa journey ni Hanna sa Miss Manila. Gusto ko rin pasalamatan sina AJ at Jacob. Hindi lang sila yung stylist or makeup artist. Pwede nakita ako talaga sila ng tunay na malasakit kay Hanna. Yun ang talagang hindi mo mababala. Maraming papasalamat ako at nakilala namin. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you so much. It's a different kind of push talaga, no, Hanna. When you have your loved ones, your friends and family behind you, rallying behind every dream that you have. Of course, at this point, thank you po, Mommy and Daddy. At this point, would like to hear from the team of Hanna as well. So may mga tayo, AJ and Jacob. We can start with Jacob. Anything that you can share about, working with Hanna and AJ as well?
Hello po everyone. So, thank you po sa pagpunta sa birthday ko. Salamat po kasi nandito po tayo na para kay Hanna. So, si Hanna po na kilala lang niya po kami sa social media, which is may mga, nakita niya po yung mga work namin before sa mga quiz namin, and then nabigyan niya po kami ng chance na makawork siya. So, nakitaan po namin ng potential si Hanna. Kaya po ganito na lang po yung support. Actually kami po ni Jacob yung nag-push din sa kanya na magkaroon po kayo ng meet and greet. And then, ayun po, sobrang thankful po kami sa family ni Hanna and sa kanya din po kasi sobrang bait po nila. Thank you so much and good luck on your journey.
And of course, Jake, we want to hear from you. How is it working with Hanna, of course?
Hello po, sabi ko lang is, good luck Hanna. Nasa kami dito, enjoy mo na. No stress, hindi ko lang kami support ka. Hindi lang sa hair and makeup, sa lahat.
Yeah, wow. Such an emotional event, diba? Of course, it's always fun to hear from everyone who's behind you and always. We want to hear from you, Hanna. What can you say?
Ano yan? Ano to? Crispy pata.
Okay.
So actually, a while ago, I'm trying my best not to be so emotional hearing their messages because, as an only child, I'm really the best. My parents are really my best friend. I started pageantry 10 years ago. I was 13 years old. And since then, their support is always the same. I want to really thank my parents for pushing me this far. We all know naman here in the Philippines, sa Contesera's life is never easy. Sometimes you have to join multiple times just to get your dream, to reach the crown you've always wanted. So, it's not every day, it's not everyone who really gets this kind of support from their parents. So, I'm just so emotional hearing their message for me. I'm just so grateful I have my parents behind my back. And of course, I want to thank AJ and Jacob. Honestly, I've always really dreamt of having my own team who would not just make me feel beautiful, but would really give me that kind of emotional support, the kind of motivation. So I'm really grateful for the both of them. And also, of course, to Sir Jonathan. Thank you so much. This presentation because of course it's for a simple contesera like me. I'm a very simple girl. It's not every day talaga. I get to be with some of the most respected and well-loved media bloggers.
I respected daw.
Yes, because as much as I am a contesera, I'm a pageant fan. So I will check out your social media platforms for the next big pageant update. So mga idol ko po kayo. That's why I really invited you here. I'm so grateful na you really chose to celebrate your Sunday night with me. And of course, thank you to Mama Franz. To share, the Miss Manila organization has been taking care of us girls. We're always well fed. The pasabogs are, you can really see the pasabogs of Miss Manila. You can really see that they want to bring back the legacy of the Manila Carnival Queen. And I'm really seeing it. You know, they've been working so hard. And I'm so excited to share what we've got on June 23. So once again, thank you so much everyone for being here.
There you have it. So I think ituloy-tuloy na natin to since we have already acknowledged our friends from the media, ang ating mga idols, di ba no, Hanna? Let's open the floor for our Q&A session while the food is being served and while also waiting for some more. So we're going to give the mic to the first one. If you can also introduce yourself, your name, your affiliation before you ask your question.
Nolly, very
Hello.
Everyone will have a chance.
Dito na lang ako. Good na lang. Okay. First of all, good luck sa coronation.
Sir.
Okay. You're representing Sampalo, right? Okay. Aside from being strategic district for most of our educational institutions here in the country, what makes Sampalo district unique and special?
Well, Sampaloc is such a historical district as well. Some of you may not know, but the oldest citizen-led charity organization, Gota de Leche, is actually found in Sampaloc. And
Recto.
it was
Near.
declared as an important cultural property. During World War II, it was able to help mothers and children for fresh milk that they didn't have during World War II. And on top of that, of course, it celebrates the life of our national hero, Jose Rizal. If you would check out our streets, those streets are actually relevant to his life. The places he's been to, like the Pitan, and the characters in his novel, like Maria Clara and Ibarra. So there's so much historical relevance in Sampaloc. I'm so really grateful to be celebrating, to be representing this district.
Okay. Hanna, we've seen you competing in a national pageant level.
Parang dami na.
4 years ago.
Malaki na yung lalagyan, pero...
So, this time, what made you decide to join a single level pageant?
So I think it's really going for that unfulfilled dream since I wanted this since 2019. And on top of that, I really see Miss Manila as one of the most prestigious pageants here in the country. Especially because the Philippine pageantry started in Manila, the Manila Carnival Queen. And seeing the efforts of the organization to really make this brand, to really make this a platform where ladies would shine. So I was just really encouraged to just go for that pre-pandemic dream of mine and hoping that I get to fulfill it 4 years later.
Okay. Aside from the Miss Manila title for 2023, what do you look forward to gain in the coming coronation, in the entire time? Miss Manila.
Well, I look forward to really advancing what I've always wanted to do. I love history. So since I was a UP Manila student, we've always loved history. We have a group chat of UP Manila students talking about the history of Manila. So it was through this pageant, I really got a chance to dig deep. I got a chance to work with the Bahay na Pil Bautista Foundation to really promote heritage conservation. So that's something I really want to advance. I know that through the Miss Manila platform, I could take this passion of mine to the next level and really share history, make it more attractive, especially for the youth. That's something I really want to gain by June 23.
Ang galing naman talaga. Thank you very much and see you on the coronation.
See you, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Molly.
Edge.
For most of you po pala, this is a back-to-back encounter because we're fresh from the Miss Manila
Yes.
fresh
Yeah.
presentation yesterday.
O, ayun, no.
Hello, this is Pao from
Ayun pala.
Hi, Sir Pa.
Sige lang, ano tayo yan? Kulang pa
I just wanted to commend you yesterday because I've seen your performance. I've watched it via Account Philippines and I've seen you perform very well. But it is, well, natanong na to yesterday, but the question I wanted to ask you is, as we all know that Miss Manila, well, there's a huge possibilities of joining trans women on Miss Manila. So what are your thoughts about that?
I'm very much open to that because trans women are women. And if Miss Manila really wants to celebrate all kinds of women, then I think it would take them to the next level if they allow trans women by the next edition. So I'm all for it.
Okay, thank you. And also, what can you share to the people of Miss Manila?
What I could share is that I'm a change maker. I'm not really that type who would just talk about what I'm passionate about. I really do something even behind the scenes, behind the camera. So if they choose me to be Miss Manila 2023, they could expect a woman who's so driven to work hand in hand with the local government, especially on priority projects of Mayor Hanna.
Okay, thank you so much. To wrap it up today, please sing Start na tayo, mami. Let's go!
Start na tayo, mami. Let's go!
Thank you so much!
Ako naman. Hi, I'm Riel from 42.
Hi, Sir Ariel.
Always kasi natin narinig na question is, kapag nanalo ka ng ganitong pageant, pag natanong mo ito yung titles na to, ano gagawin mo? Pero ibahin natin ngayon. So what if hindi ka manalo ng Miss Manila? Ano yung unang mong gagawin na sa tingin mo tama?
If I don't win Miss Manila, then I would first congratulate the winner because, you know, we're a group of ladies who are so talented. So I think if there's this lady who would win that night, I'm sure she's pretty deserving. And I still thank God, you know, I'll still pray because whenever I do something, I start and end with a prayer. So I think I've already gone so far, just reaching the top 20 of Miss Manila. So whatever happens that night, I'm just really celebrating myself. I'm just grateful that I took this risk, but I'm gonna make sure I give it my all on June 23rd.
Yeah. Okay, next. Last. This is not a question, pero kasi June is a celebration for Pride Month. So what is your message for the LGBTQIA+ community, especially aside from LGBTQIA+ community, your message naman is sa mga taong still nandun-drag ng mga nilolockdown ng mga miyembro ng LGBT.
My message to the LGBTQ community is that I would say thank you for making the Philippine pageantry so vibrant. You know, I don't think we would reach this level. I don't think Philippines would be a powerhouse if it weren't for them because they are at the core of Philippine pageantry. Like what I mentioned, I have a research on pageantry and I've really talked to people behind the scenes and most of them are really from the LGBTQ community. They're so creative and they've transformed a lot of women. So I would say thank you. Thank you for leading the Philippines in the pageant industry. And for those who are not very accepting of them, well, I don't think I could easily change their mind, but I would tell them of the contributions of this community, especially for us ladies here in the Philippine pageant industry. And I think it all goes down to respect. You know, if they're not open to really, for example, allowing them in the Miss Manila pageant, then I would say that they still deserve respect. It all goes down to that. Thank you.
Sorry, nawal pa ako.
Okay lang.
So, I heard kasi a while ago about your thesis in college na. So, it's all about pageantry. Nabanggit yung mother mo na parang parang itatagos yung how to handle bashing. So, as a person and as a being, paano po nakatulong itong thesis mo sa'yo as Contisera?
Well, it has helped me because first I got a chance to talk to my fellow beauty queens. And one of the interesting things about it is that I figured out almost everyone experienced bashing. It's so different to join pageants now compared to before. Before, pwede ka manalo ng silently, hindi na nalaman ng mga kapitbahay mo, diba? But now it's so different. Like, everybody knows if you're joining even a local pageant. So I think it's important, it's through that pageant, or through that pieces rather, I realize it's important to keep that mental game. Pageantry is more than just glitz and glamour, it's really a mental game. And that's something I learned from my correspondence. So from that day on, I realized I wouldn't mind the comments I get online. You know, I wouldn't really take it, especially if it's not a constructive criticism. And yeah, I'm just really trying my best to lift myself up in this pageant competition and yeah, do my best and not let all those haters get into my head. Thank you.
Hi, Hannah. Good evening. I'm Tars from TikTok. This comment is not coming from an offensive intention, but the way I'm seeing it right now, you are like a combination of Samantha Pandillo and Rachel Alinan. Both of their beauties combined in you. But how would you want to uniquely describe yourself as Hannah, the Queen of Manila?
Well, I really get that a lot, actually. Like, when I went in the screening room, the first thing they said was, Graciela Liman, I really get that a lot. And I'm actually flattered whenever they compare me to this beauty queen. But I guess I really want to make a name of my own. And I just really want to be known as the Hanna, who's just the simple Manilena, but who is so driven by what she does. You know, I'm not just joining this competition for self-promotion. I've been actually working behind the cameras to really promote the culture and history of Manila. So I just really want to be seen as that go-getter who will really do everything she can do to champion the important projects for Manileños.
Since we're already discussing about the heritage of Manila and Manila, if you are to assign a color for Manila, what is it and why?
I would assign red because I actually mentioned this yesterday, but it's like a symbol of strength and resilience. So Manila was heavily devastated in World War II. It was the second most devastated city next to Warsaw in Poland. And we could really see that it was able to bounce back. In fact, in the 1950s, it was called the Pearl of the Orient because it was able to bounce back, reconstruct the important heritage sites. So that's just such a great reminder that whatever happens in Manila, we can always bounce back. So red is power, yes. And I am ready. I love that. Thank you.
Wala sa atin, sa kanila, hindi sa atin yan ang konsepto.
A few more questions.
Hindi sa atin yan. Akin, hot tea. Hot tea sa akin.
Sorry, wala pa rin.
Ayan. Sige na. Hi, Hannah. I'm Esh from Pageantology 101. You have outstanding bio. Mag cum laude and ang dami pang mga outstanding bio. Of course. So, aside from the prize, your advocacy, so what motivates you or parang inspires you to continue your passion sa pageantry?
Honestly, there were so many times I wanted to give up on this dream because, like what I said, in the Philippine pageantry, napaka-hirap din ang buhay ng pageantera. You just never know when it's your time, when it's your destiny. But I would say I have the best support system. You can see them right here. So whenever I feel down, I just think of the support I have, my parents, because they always see something in me. You know, I was never the contestera na madaling mapansin, especially by the public. But my parents would really strengthen me in a way. They would always tell me na I'm a gem. They believe I'm a gem that's just waiting to be discovered in the Philippine pageantry. So I'm continuously holding on to that, the fact that there are people who see something in me. So that's why I really have to trust myself, that there's really something in me. be a leader, I could be a woman of worth.
And Hannah, last, super kasi ng mga question na to, no? Pero curious lang ako, no? Why should you be the next Miss Manila? Ang dami-dami mga kalabong mga veteran na. So bakit ikaw kailangan tanghaling Miss Manila sa 2030?
Well, I think two things. I believe I'm a change maker and a natural born leader. Like, I really do what I say. So I think that's what they are looking for as an ambassador of the city, who could really do something that she says, especially given the chance to work with the local government of Manila. So they could really expect that from me. And I believe I'm a leader. I feel like whenever I write or I speak, I could influence people. So just to have those two things in me makes me really think that I'm worthy to be Miss Manila 2020.
And last na lang, Hannah, you have beautiful skin. Anong beauty, regimen mo, secret mo, na pwede mo? Of course, you can say naman yung Prada para mabili ko rin naman po.
Actually, I don't put much, but I just make sure to hydrate. Yeah, I hydrate a lot. I work out.
Tubig. Nagtutubig naman ako. Bawal ka sa kayo. Anyway, thank you so much and congratulations in advance. Ipilin na natin sa 2030. Tristan?
Hi, Hannah. This is Tristan from the Philippine Pageantry. Hello. I'm also from Sampaloc.
Oh, wow.
So,
Naging kagawad
first,
siya.
Barangay Kagawad. Barangay 534, Balik-Balik. So, let's wish them a happy fiesta today
Happy Fiesta!
sa Balik-Balik, sa Almost Holy Trinity Parish. You have mentioned that you would want to advocate for the culture and history of Manila. What about the culture and history of Sampaloc that you would want Manileños and the Philippines and even the world to know about?
So, a while ago I mentioned about Gota de Leche. So,
Yes.
I really want to zoom into that. You know, some people, they just pass by that institution without really knowing.
Ang ganda ng building, di ba?
Yes, that's right. Actually, we went there just last week and toured around. There's so much relevance to it. So, like what I mentioned, during World War II, a lot of women were actually sick and infected. That's why their breast milk wouldn't really be suited for their babies. So, through Gota de Leche, they were able to provide fresh milk for these children during World War II. And up to this day, they continuously give support for women and children, especially when it comes to nourishment. So those little things about the history of Sampaloc, something people should know, that there's so much relevance, especially with Gota de Leche, and to add to that, celebrating the life of our national hero. So that's something I want to share in the Miss Manila Spirit.
And also Sampaloc was supposed to be Rizal instead of Sampaloc.
Oh, wow, we're new learning for today.
And we have the oldest university in the whole of Asia with the UST. And we are also there at the start of the university belt. Diba? But we also have one of the oldest cemeteries that was turned into a parish, which is the Balik-Balik Church. Siraw. That's because the Campo Santo was created because of the pandemic in the early 1900s.
Tourist guide siya lang.
Tourist guide ako sa Palok.
Nasa tourism.
So, yun nga. That's also where the Sawa sa Lumang Simborio was made. Also, we have so much to show the world, especially the Manila, about Sampaloc. So what about the Filipinas of Sampaloc? Because I've heard that you're near Domingo Santiago. Yeah. Mindanao Extension near Domingo Santiago, yes. So that's also part of Balik-Balik, I believe. Part pa siya ng Balik-Balik. So what can you say about? Because you have mentioned that it's a celebration of Rizal's life, the part in España. That's why it's called España, Maria Cristina Ibarra, Simon Ibarra, and also Macamisa Street, which is supposedly the third novel of Rizal na hindi natapos. Kaya yung Plaza Noli with Tangere, di ba? Totoo yung Plaza Noli because of Noli Tangere. So, what about the Filipinas of Sampaloc. Ano yung gusto mong ipakita about the Filipinas of Sampaloc? Kasi hindi lang naman siya siguro boarding house area, di ba?
Sorry, what do you mean po by the Philippines?
Yes, you have to introduce the women of Sampaloc. How are you going to define the women of Sampaloc?
Women of Sampaloc are really strong women because during World War II, women were seen to be just at home. But the women of Sampaloc were really fighting with the Filipino men because, of course, when, like what I mentioned earlier, during World War II, they were really trying to help out in different outreach programs. That's why the first citizen-led charitable organization is found in Sampaloc. So you could really see that the Filipinos of Sampaloc would really get together, build that community to help the Filipinos in times of adversity.
Yes, thank you and best of luck from a fellow taga Sampaloc.
May building kayo, di ba? May building ka, di ba?
Oo. Hindi, wala pa pero papatayuan.
Hindi pa po ginawa.
So, good evening, Hanna. My name is Arden.
Yung pag-transfer ng papers.
So, my question is that, so mga talagang bigatin talaga yung mga kalaban ko kasi merong sumali sa Miss World Philippines, Miss Philippines, at yung sa Binibini din. So, among the 19 candidates, sino sa tingin mo yung mga kalaban mo ng mahigpit?
Do I have to say specific names for that?
Let's say, sino yung gusto mong maging para kapare sa top 2 na lang? Parang,
Ay?
top 2. Yes. Clothing, yes.
I guess, of course, we all know Anne from Binibini, Pilipinas, and just like her, I guess my province is also
Walang
Batan.
pinta.
Yes.
So, we have a lot of similarities. So she's definitely someone I look up to. And on top of that, my team, actually AJ and Jacob, really worked with her already. So yeah, I really see her as someone who's really driven as well, as driven as me. So yeah, I'm really glad, actually, I feel flattered whenever I see this mga veterana na, wow, kasabay ko sila. For a simple contestera like me, whenever I go to screenings, I see mga celebrities, ganun. Parang iba yung feeling na, wow, I get to be with them, I get to compete with them.
Celebrity ka rin naman.
Ngayon celebrity ka na with all this pageant media.
Well, I never really consider myself as a celebrity level. I feel like I'm just a very simple pageant there. But I'm really thankful for the time you've given me to cover me tonight.
For my last question, parang may planong ka bang sumali for other national pageants after Miss Manila?
Wow, that's something, definitely yes. I mean, if I could represent the city of Manila in a bigger stage, then why not? And actually, it's also been a childhood dream to join Binibini Pilipinas because I told my mom before na my mom saw me before na rumarapa nga waving to an imaginary audience. And nung time na it was chances of So,
12 years ago.
Tinulupot ko sa sarili ko, tapos kumakaway-kaway. So I think a lot of great queens were produced in that national pageant. But as of now, I just really am focusing on Miss Manila and hoping to be the ambassador of this.
Thank you, Hanna.
Hi, Hanna. Ferdy from Odontology.
Hi, Sir Ferdy.
My question for you is, what have you learned from your thesis
Wala
about
tayong plano.
Philippine pageantry? The most important thing that would help you in your quest for Miss Manila?
One thing that was brought out in that thesis is about achievement motivation. So basically, it's a psychological indicator of how would you rate yourself to be like worthy of achieving your goal. And one thing I learned there is that these ladies have higher achievement motivation if they have the right support system. So that's when I decided that I'm really gonna build a team that's just so positive. That's why I have AJ, Jacob, and my parents here. I'm gonna surround myself with people who actually believe in me. And that's really been helpful to really keep that good mental game, that positive mindset. So that's been helping me so far.
What two advices that you have also learned from your thesis that you would want to give to aspiring pageant fans? pageant contestants?
Two advices. Wow. Okay. So first is that your self-esteem should never be defined by external factors. Because when we go back to self-esteem, it still goes back to you. Like, how do you see yourself worthy of achieving what you want? How do you see yourself worthy of going after your dreams? So really keep that bubble. Like, just focus on yourself. Especially now, it's so easy to compare yourself when you're competing with a lot of talented women. I mean, here in the Philippine pageant, hindi na uubos ng talented women. So just go back to yourself. And second, like what I mentioned, have a great support system. To surround yourself with people who would empower you rather than bring you down. Then I think that would really win the crown.
Can you repeat this sentence and complete it? I am Hanna Cruz. I will win Miss Manila because.
I am Hanna Cruz, and I will win Miss Manila because I'm a change maker, a leader, and a woman of worth.
Ayan. To answer the question of Arvin kanina kasi tinanong niya if ever ano yung next for Hanna. Actually, as sa organization ngayon sa Miss Manila, yung 5, if ever na may manalo yung top 5, we will support sa end ng Manila organization and creative din. Kung ano yung magiging gusto ng mga girls if they want to join the
WORT.
And also, creative din siya. So, medyo nakatag kami ngayon sa Dreamscape and at the same time sa ABS-CBN. So, if ever that there's a opportunity for auditioning for a teleserye or what, we will support our group in top 5. And gusto ko lang sabihin that Hanna, since nung screening namin up until now, isa sa mga, hindi naman requirements ko as a road manager nila is ayoko kasi na nalilate, which is si Hanna hindi siya nalilate. And also, sobrang big girl si Hanna. Kasi kung minsan, yesterday, di ba naka-white sila yesterday, nagkahanap din kami kasi may mga co-sister siya na on the spot na wala. Pero nung binasi ko siya, sabi niya, sige, meron ako. Magpapahiram ako. So, okay na rin ako. Hanna, congratulations in advance. Good luck na. And sobrang proud ako.
Anyone else?
Sige lang.
Question.
Ma'am Pao.
I-plapin na lang sa amin.
Yung ano na lang, yung question mo na lang later, Be. Zariel, yung nakalimutan yung question. Natanong na. Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you, and of course we'll have more opportunities for
Sure.
interviews after we enjoy the food, Hanna. We'll have siguro a couple of moments for another aura moment before we proceed with enjoying the
Reels.
Sure.
Ang real.
Wala daw silang order nito. Bakit?
Ilagay mo dyan.
Kuya plato. Wala kami plato.
Nandito yung pagkain, tapos puro wala plato.
Namaya na lang ako. Para maano ko, magkaroon ako ng gandang best.
Ng moment.
Hindi. PITX? Hindi na eh. May ako sumabay dito. Mega Mall. Hanggang sa pwede. Buendia. Buendia? Oo, Buendia na lang. Oo, tama. Sa Mahil po yan. Marami doon. Parang ayaw mo naman ako kasama. Ikaw, saan ka? Saan? Ah, my God.
Layo ah.
Singit-singit mo pa yan. Ako naman ako. The Crown.
Wala yun. GC namin ng mga admins.
Ako
Edge, natatakwa mo yung live mo. Finish na, pindutin ko na. Edge, kaway. Kaway ka dito. Kalive ka pa.
Thank you so much
Kaway ka
everyone for
dyan.
your lovely questions.